Today, I'm going to show you how to actually make money in real estate. And I mean real money, not an 8% return like most people who talk about real estate investing. This space is filled with people who don't know what they're talking about, who have never made real money in the field, and that's why they give horrific advice. I'm going to show you how you can consistently 3x your money or more in just a few years without taking any more risk. I know this sounds fake and clickbaity, but it's actually not. It's entirely possible to do this consistently if you structure your deals correctly. This is the exact strategy I use on my own deals, by the way, which is how I've routinely been able to multiply my capital at extremely high rates in just a few years. An example is this deal here, where I was able to 7x my capital in under 2 years. You can watch this video if you'd like to learn more about it. I go way in depth on it. So how do I do it? It's not by using the BRRR method. It's not by flipping single family homes. It's not by doing any of that small time stuff. While those strategies can work, they don't allow you to make a lot of money very quickly. In order to make a lot of money, you have to copy the strategy of the people who make a lot of money. And who makes the most money in the real estate space? Private equity firms. For most people, the world of private equity is a black box. They don't really understand how it works or what it does. For me, I've been dealing in the real estate private equity world for a while. My background is in acquisitions at a mid-market real estate private equity firm at the institutional level. I worked on deals in the 20 to $200 million range across asset classes, but with a focus on office and hospitality. And I also now run my own real estate private equity firm that focuses on sub-institutional deals in the $2 to $20 million range across all asset classes, from multi to industrial to everything in between. So I know exactly how private equity firms operate and how they make so much money. In this video, I'm going to attempt to demystify it by teaching you all the strategies they use and how you can use them to make a ton of money yourself. You're going to find that the process itself isn't difficult, that the people doing this and making all the money aren't necessarily smarter than you. They just know how to structure deals correctly to maximize profit, and you don't. So what is real estate private equity? To keep it simple, it's the act of buying an asset, in this case real estate, with a partnership of LPs, also known as limited partners or the investors, and GPs, also known as general partners or the sponsor or the private equity firm. Basically, it's raising money from investors to buy a deal. Typically, the way this works is that you use 75% debt, around 75% debt, and 25% equity. And of that equity, 90% comes from investors and 10% comes from the private equity firm. In return for finding, acquiring, and managing the asset on behalf of investors, the private equity firm receives compensation. This compensation comes in several forms. One, the acquisition fee, a percent of the purchase price. This is to compensate the private equity firm for the time and money it takes to source and close the deal. To give some context, private equity firms typically close on 1% or so of the deals they look at, and a closing process usually takes at least 60 days. So on 99% of the deals the private equity firms are looking at, they're actually wasting both time and money without getting paid a dollar for their efforts. Can be a ton of money as well. I mean, sometimes you have to fly to the location, pay for property inspections, everything, right? And then the deal dies. So this can cost tens of thousands of dollars, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. To make up for this, you get the acquisition fee when you do close a deal, and that pays for those costs. So the acquisition fee is typically 1 to 3% of the purchase price. The next fee is the asset management fee. This is a percent of the total equity invested in the deal, and this is to compensate the private equity firm for the work it does managing the asset during the hold period. So it's typically paid on a yearly basis, and it's typically 1 to 2% of the total equity invested in the deal every single year. The last kind of major fee is the promote. This is a percentage of the profits in the deal, and this is to incentivize the private equity firm to care about the returns it's generating for its investors, and it aligns incentives. It's typically 20 to 30% of the profits over a hurdle rate, which is usually an 8 to 10% IRR. This can get a bit complicated to calculate and really not the point of this video. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to calculate the promote as 20 to 30% of the profits, and we can get into that kind of more on later videos. Those are the general fees involved in the real estate deal. Other fees that are common to include are property management fees, which are typically 5 to 10% of yearly revenue, if not contracted out to a third party. Construction management fees or development fees, which are typically 4% of the hard costs associated with developing or constructing the project. And disposition fees, which are typically 1 to 2% of the sales price. I'm not going to get into any of these fees in the video, but those are also common fees to see charged. As a quick side note, and this really shouldn't need to be said, but I know I'm going to get a ton of comments about it anyway, so I will say it. Does this mean that you screw over your investors? Absolutely not. Does it mean that you fee your investors to death? Absolutely not. Does it mean that you bring on investors when you don't know what you're doing? No. Right? You want to treat everyone fairly so it's a win-win for both you as the private equity firm and for the investors. And remember, you're running a business, right? And the investors are your clients. You want the clients to keep investing with you. In order for you to do that, you have to charge fair fees and deliver results, right? No one's going to stay with you if you rip them off and then don't deliver. So pretty much common sense there, but I'll say it anyway, just because it kind of needs to be said. So what does it look like in practice? Essentially, how can you, as the private equity firm, consistently 3x plus your money in a short time frame? Let's say that you're buying $1 million deal. To keep it simple, we'll assume no transaction costs. Yes, I know this is unrealistic, but let's just keep it simple for the purpose of the example. 75% debt and 25% equity, right? So you get a loan from the bank for $750K, 75% of the 1 million. Now you just need to raise the equity for the additional $250K, right? 10% of that equity is going to come from you, right, as the private equity firm, and the rest is going to come from investors. So let's say you go out to friends and family and you raise that $225K for the deal. Here are the fees you'll be charging. Acquisition fee of 2% of the $1 million purchase price, which equals $20K. An asset management fee of 2% of the equity per year, which is $5K a year. We'll assume a 3-year hold, so we'll make that $15K. For the promote, we'll assume that you're able to double your money over a 3-year span, which for a small building like this is very doable. So you sell the building for $1.25 million. Remember, we're not counting transaction costs right now, just for the purpose of the video. So you get $500K back after paying back your $750K loan. That's a 2x on your $250K principal. $250K is principal, $250K is profit of that $500K. You only get paid to promote on the profit. So $250K times 30% promote is $75K in total promote, right? So as a recap, as the private equity firm, you put in $25K initially. You receive back out $20K from the acquisition fee, $15K out on the asset management fees, $75K back out on the promote, and you also receive your $25K principal back. So between the acquisition fee and the asset management fees, you actually more than 2x your money, even if you just sold the deal back for what you bought it for, right? So that's a flat 2x. But overall, you put in $25K and are getting $135K out. That's a 5.4x on your personal money in 3 years on a deal that barely outperformed and without taking any excess leverage or any more risk. So it's pretty simple, right? This is by far the best and really the only way to consistently 3x plus your capital in 3-year periods without taking insane risk. And honestly, once you figure out how to structure deals this way, pretty much no other investment makes any sense. People always ask me why I don't put money into a 401k or I don't put money into the S&P 500 or whatever it is, because it makes no sense, right? Why would I go for a 10% return when I have a nearly guaranteed 2x on a deal that doesn't even perform, and a 3x plus really should be between 3 and 7x on a deal that does perform, right? So it becomes pretty simple. It's really no brainer. And it's why private equity firms make so much money, right? If you look at kind of the charts of billionaires, so many of them are in the investment management business, whether that's hedge fund or private equity, because of this structure, because of how advantageous it is, and because you just end up multiplying your money so quickly. If you don't know, the Acquisitions Bootcamp is an 8-week program where you work one-on-one with me to craft an investment strategy to fit your skills, resources, and goals, and then find you a deal to fit that strategy. So it's for beginners and owners looking to scale. If you're interested in that, you can apply to that below.